Hello, sweet faces. We are taking a look at multiplication. We were working on multiplication this week with 10, 100, 1,000, even 10,000 using what we know. We've talked about remembering the saying, drop the zeros, find the fact, multiply, and put them back. And we are going to use that skill as we go through these questions. So we are going to dive right in, taking a look at our first question using that saying. Drop the zeros. Find the fact. The only multiplication I need to do here is 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Multiply, put the zeros back. 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. Drop the zeros. Find the fact. Multiply. 4 times 1 is 4. Put my zeros back. 4 times 1,000 is 4,000. We're going to keep doing that same skill. 3 times 1 is 3. I have 4 zeros. My answer is 30,000. 6 times 1 is 6. I have 2 zeros. My answer is 600. 2 times 1 is 2. I have 1 zero. My answer is 20. And 7 times 1 is 7. I have 3 zeros. My answer is 7,000. That brings us to the end of page number 1. If you have any questions, please bring them with you to class. All right, loves, welcome to page number 2. Again, this week we are multiplying by 10, 100, 1,000, even 10,000 using the saying, drop the zeros, find the fact, multiply, 6 times 4 is 24, and put them back. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 times 40,000 is 240,000. Now that sounds big, but we really only had to do 6 times 4 and count our zeros. 2 times 2 is 4. I have 2 zeros. 4 times 6 is 24. I have 2 zeros. 2 times 3 is 6. I have 4 zeros. 4 times 2 is 8. I have 3 zeros. 4 times 7 is 28. I have 1 zero. That is the end of our first page. If you have any questions on these, please bring them to class. Remember, we are using the saying, drop the zeros, find the fact, multiply, and put them back. Go ahead and stop here. If you're ready for page 3, please hang tight because here we go. Welcome to page 3. We are continuing our homework review. We are using the saying, drop the zero, find the fact, whoop, moved myself there, multiply, and put them back. For our first one, 9 times 9,000 is 81,000. We're going to keep moving and grooving. 6 times 3 is 18. I have 1 zero. 180. Be careful with this one. 4 times 5 is 20. I have 2 zeros. The 0 in 20 does not count as one of my 2 zeros. I have the 0 from my fact, and then I also have 2 zeros from my original problem. 6 times 2 is 12. I have 4 zeros. 120,000. 8 times 4 is 32. I have 3 zeros. 32,000. Last one for this page. Again, one of those that you need to be careful because the fact has a 0. 2 times 5 is 10. I have 4 zeros. 100,000. That's the end of page 3. Go ahead and stop there if you are ready. If you are going to continue on to page 4, here we go. Now, loves, this page is a stretch. So if you got here and this was super sticky, it was meant to be a stretch. Remember, stretch are always optional. They are for if you are feeling brave and you want to see all that your brain can do. But sometimes they are just too stretchy for our brain, and that is okay. Now, we are using the same rhyme. Drop the zero, find the fact. Multiply. When I do 25 times 6, think of that like I have 6 quarters. 4 quarters give me $1. 2 more give me 50 cents. So 25 times 6 is 150. I have 3 zeros in my first number, 1 in my second. That means I have 4 total. And then I put in my commas. My answer is 1,500,000. This was a big stretch. Over here, we have 32 times 5. I could split this into 30 and 2 and multiply both of them by 5 if that helped me. When I do that, I end up with 160. 2 zeros and 2 zeros give me 4 zeros total. This gives me an answer of 1,600,000. Again, these are really stretchy. Down here, we have 35 times 2. That gives us 70. I have 3, 4, 5 zeros. Put in my commas. This one gives me 7 million. That is some big math. Over here, we have 4 times 62. Remember, I can split this into 60 and 2 and multiply them out. 6 times 4 is 24 with a 0, 240. 4 times 2 is 8. So this would give me 248. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, which gives me 2,480,000. We're getting stretchier, my loves. These are really stretchy. This is some big multiplication, but if I use what I know about the number 2, I know that that makes this a doubles fact, which means that I can add these two numbers together. When I do that, 7 and 7 is 14. 4 and 4 is 8. Add 1 is 9. 3 and 3 is 6. 3 and 3 is 6. Use your strategies. I have 4 zeros. This super stretch brings me to 6,600,000. Oh, I need to move my comma over. 66,940,000. And then our last one, this one was really, really stretchy. I had to multiply this by 8. If anyone got this, my mind is blown because this was really crazy. But I know that some of you have been asking for some crazy cuckoo loca stretches. So I did want to give one just in case. This gives us 2,114,400. That was a crazy stretch. And then on to our last page of stretches. Again, these are really bonkers. Let me change my screen back a little bit so that you can see everything. There we go. So for this one, we are multiplying 2,674 times 6. Now we could add these numbers together 6 times if we didn't know how to multiply them by a 6. This answer gives us 16,044,000. For this one, we had to multiply 53 and 3, which gave us 159. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1,590,000. Crazy big stretch. This gives us 205,380,000. These are huge. 4,735 times 6 gives me 2,841,000. 3 times 9,476. with 3 zeros gives me 28,428,000. And then the last one we had to multiply by 7. That gives me 42,742,000. These stretches were super duper stretchy. But again, I've had some of you asking, and I did want to respect your desire to try some really hard problems. But if you did not get them, that's okay. This is way above a 4th grade level, but I did want to honor your desire to stretch. Have an amazing weekend. Please bring any questions to class.